And we are live. Welcome everybody. Let's gather together. Welcoming you here today. Once again, building the presence of the Temple of Light all together. This is a co-creation. So as Sally goes into trance, it's reminding you to use that beautiful throat chakra aloud and calling in all of your divine team and bringing you this idea today that we can channel the powers and energies of our guides and helpers, power animals, allies, gatekeepers, ancestors and star family, deity presences, angel presences, archangels, goddess Isis presence, Kuan Yin, White Tara, Buddha. So just feeling that you're gathering in this beautiful worldwide temple, thinking of all those beloveds that are also working, bringing the temple energy, the healing energy, the Christ-like energy, the beautiful rainbow warriors of light energy, and feeling exactly where you are now, and that it's perfect. Whether we're feeling deep in the grief, the sadness, or deep into the joy, the laughter, it's all perfect. Just welcoming you here. And once again, if you're fresh upon this video and you love all of our content and what the beautiful beings bring us, do subscribe to the channel, help the channel grow, do share the videos, do comment as well on the videos after they're live, after they've been live, and share with your friends and family and help get the beautiful Chongfu message out there, and just feeling your hearts opening wide as Isa comes in, brings that divine mother energy, and giving great thanks to Sally and her beautiful channeling deep trance medium gift, and giving thanks to you all who come and be with us here in the temple. Together we'll vision in the brighter, more golden world with more love and more happiness and more laughter. Feeling your hearts opening wide, and even finding your own sound to sing along with Isis.
Yanam Terkaishka. Not item. My beautiful children, beloved of my heart, I am here to speak with you this day. As you come forward in your time, now and later, for me it is one time when you come to listen, to open your heart. My beloved children, it is an extraordinary time for you all. Some of you have known for a long time about the coming of this light. The light, it comes from the source, shining into your eyes, bringing much into view that you did not see before, coming into your hearts to give you a strength and a power that you need at this time. Many of you know and understand the power that you have within you. You know that you are here to bring that power as a light to shine in your mind, in your heart, in your body. Many of you have deeply studied the nature of your soul. But all of you at this time have the opportunity to expand your being in ways that never before for you in any life have been possible. My beloved children, know me. Know me to be the very essence of you, that we are not separate. That when I speak of giving birth, I come into all that I give birth to, all of the earth, all that lives within the earth, all that has been, all that will be, is here within my being. My beloved children, I am the lights. I'm shining now within you, through you. We are one being. Say within, say aloud, I am the light. I am one with the Creator. I am one. Know, my beloved children, that I call you children because of your innocence, because of the beauty and the power that I see within you, because I know you, because I know that as yet you are as children in your consciousness, beautiful, growing, getting stronger every day. And yet know that I see you as one. see you shining, the light of the oneness of our being. And I call to each one, bring in my lights. Claim your oneness with the supreme light that shines throughout the galaxies, throughout the cosmos. Claim your cosmic being. You are needed, each and every one. I am with you and in you and through you, shining the creation light. I love you, each and every one. You are my love. You are my blessings. So you shine, c'est Yes. So greetings, dear ones. Welcome, welcome. Greetings, Jerome.
Peace.
Blessings and peace to you all. May the living spirit that is within all things come forward and bring you the light, the powerful creation light, shining through your higher self from the source of creation, illuminating your mind, filling you with positive thought, with clarity of perception, with the ability to see through illusion and lies, to fill your heart with love, to conquer fear, to bring you courage, confidence, compassion, and joy. Joy that pours through from the source of creation, always available, and brings to your body the ability to ground that positivity, that joy, that love, that presence, for your body to transmit that energy into your life, to draw towards you abundance of all that you need in the beauty way, with the greatest of ease, to fill your life with those actions, those works and creations, those manifestations of that positivity, that divine love, peace and harmony, upliftment, hope and certainty, and deep understanding that is beyond the mind. Blessings and peace to you all. And I remind you, beloved ones, that the divine beings who come through, who are not of this world, they are present in this world. That this time is a time when you have heard me say countless times, the portals are opening, they're opening again, and they're opening again. What do you think this means, beloved ones? It is not just portals for you to rise up. It is portals for the bringing in of the divine source beings. The creator beings are closer energetically and vibrationally to you now than they have been for many, many, many thousands of years upon this earth. These are cycles of creation upon your earth. They have happened before. And there is a particular work that is being done at this time, which is like an upgrading. You know that phrase from so many processes in your lives. You climb up the grades, whether that is, music exams, science tests, all kinds of processes you go through that in that sense are borrowed from the very deep knowing of the soul, that you are constantly upgrading, you are constantly upskilling, you are constantly evolving. And why? How does this happen? What does this mean for you in the physical, emotional, mental realm, when you are, because that is where you're living, that's what you're trying to manifest, is this light of your soul into incarnation, into the body, heart, mind, into your senses, emotions, and thoughts. So what does it mean? That's right. When you think about it, you can feel good or you can feel very good. And there are reasons that you're going to feel very good. You're going to be eating the best food. You're going to be living in the most clear environment. You're going to be exercising your body in the best possible way. You're going to be engaging in all kinds of spiritual and physical aligned activities like yoga, tai chi, qigong. You're going to be literally educating and evolving your physical being. And what does it mean in your emotional body? It means that you're going to be healing places of pain. You're going to be undergoing journeys of self-upliftment, of self-love, of self-healing, and of counseling, perhaps bringing another in as a mirror with whom to work, to be able to see, to understand yourself. That is what really your emotions, they are often overwhelming for you. You don't understand them. Why do I get so angry? Why do I get so depressed? Why do I feel so downhearted, sad, grief, stricken, angry? And you see, there are always reasons. There is always a way. Just as the physical body follows certain laws, the emotional realm follows laws. And then you have your mind. And this is a big subject in your world. There must be as many views and methods of achieving what is called differently by different disciplines, mental health. So many ways. What is mental health? To those who believe in the divine, mental health would mean that you are aligned with God, Goddess. That would be the supreme mental health, and that is indeed, of course, where Chong Fu is. But there are those who think mental health is not believing in God at all, not in Goddess, not in anything in the spirit world, and in our humble view, that would not be a very healthy kind of health. Because your mind needs your spiritual presence, needs the light of your higher self, who dwells not in this realm, but in the fifth and upward dimensions. And you are an interdimensional being. And so indeed, in my address to you today, I want to talk about that supreme health. The health that means you are connected to your highest source, to your higher self, and beyond, to the divine within. So breathing, beloveds, as you come forward to work together, feeling all those who are with you now and who will be coming perhaps at another time to be part of this circle, to be inside this temple of light created by your presence, literally. The temple of light is a temple of people, of souls. It is there already, but for you to experience it, you have to join it. You have to open your heart to it and arrive in it, which means to arrive in your inwardness, on the inside. So if you just relax your body, breathing slowly, that slowing down of your physical rhythm is very important, because oftentimes you just don't know how fast you're going to keep up with everything on the physical plane. It's speeding up a lot. So you get so speedy and you start breathing faster, and you start doing things faster in your head and trying to do many things at once. And actually, after a while, you need to understand that's very overwhelming for your equipment, your instrument, your body, heart, mind, your chakras, this extraordinary being that you are. You must sometimes come into a place where you maintain it, you service it, you bring it a big download of light. And this really needs to happen every day, or at least every other day. For most of you that work with me, it's every day. You've been doing that, and you have discovered the great benefit of coming into that place of conscious love, presence within yourself. So we can make it that easy and just say relax and be the love. And for some of you who have done a lot of inner work, that's it. That's enough. You just come into that deep inner place and you literally love, and everything else falls into place. For some of you, you already do love a lot. But you also might notice that there are some worries, anxieties, perhaps there are some fears kind of going along at the same time. And that's like when you look into a river and you see some mud floating around, and you then know you can't drink that water. You know that you can only drink the water when you can see right the way clear, and everything is just sparkling and clear and clean. So you can't drink, in that sense, the water, the light, if it's full of dark shadowy, negative places. Because, of course, you're going to reabsorb them, and that's going to be toxic for you. So, in order to clear your emotional body, well, you have to go up a level every time you want to clear the level below. Because what is that stuff in your emotional body? What's it made of? Why is it there? It's from thought forms that are telling you you're not well, or telling you the world's not well, or telling you the environment's not well. And true though that may be, in some levels, what happens is that your emotional body produces anxiety and worry and fear about that, which is an understandable response. But we're going to talk about better responses and better ways of responding to the global situation that you're in. Because obviously, and I'm sure all of you have been meeting a lot of negativity and fear that you absorb, and that is meant for your absorption and is designed to, in many ways, fill you with all kinds of anxieties. But you all know it doesn't really work, in that sense that it doesn't help you, and it actually doesn't help anybody else to be in those states of anxiety and fear. But it is honest to own that you are, and that is part of the process that we will discuss. Now then, coming to the mental body and achieving that desired state of mental health, what does it mean, actually? Well, it really means that all the thoughts that are in your mind are luminous, are full of the presence of your higher self, are positive, are able to bring you some nourishment for your mind, and of course, consequently for your heart, and then consequently, of course, for your body. It does indeed tumble down like that from the source, or we could say it emerges into you from the source that is within. We could say it pours through you and out from the very core of your being. So whether you want to see it vertically in a linear way or in circles, as it were, emanating out from within you, feel which feels right for you. We can say the higher self is the deep self residing in your core. It's the essence of you. It's where you began from. It is the very light that you are made of. Or we can look at it as a coming in from the cosmos, from the stars, from the great sun, the cosmic sun of creation, coming in also through your crown center. In truth, it is both. You light up inside when you are able to connect with your higher self. Sometimes you do that completely naturally. You are perhaps an artist or a musician, and you find, or a dancer, or you find in the very actions that you make the connection deep into your core. You just know you're happy doing this. You're happy making that. You find it through your heart, that higher self connection. But what if you can't? What if you don't have a specific occupation, a specific activity that you love, that brings you to a place of ecstatic oneness and union throughout your being, that you just feel fantastic? What if you haven't got that right now? Or perhaps you've been knocked off that. There are a lot of musicians and artists at the moment having a very hard time. Exactly for that reason, because they have so much joy, so much love, so much creativity, because there's so much light flowing through the creative being. And we won't go further with that conclusion as to why that would have been stopped or made difficult for you. But it's good, you see, because every hurdle, every obstacle, every challenge to your being, we can look at it positively. We can say it's an opportunity for you to grow strong beyond anything you have had to become so far. You are being asked to evolve into the next level the next frequency of your being. You are already there in one sense. It is to manifest it. That's what we are talking about. To bring it to earth, to bring it through your body. And that is really, when we say to channel, we mean to be that conduit for your light, to light up every thought in your head, every feeling in your heart, and every sensation in your body. That doesn't mean you're suddenly going to be, turning into a fairy and just flying around, just, having a fantastic time. It's actually very demanding, what I'm talking about, because it's nothing less than personal transformation. But it's to give you a simple overview, to realize what it is you're doing. Most of you instinctively anyway doing it, with perhaps different methods than what I would teach. But really the method is not the thing. There are many methods of bringing yourself into alignment with your cosmic divine self. So let us stop for a moment and just breathe again. And make that intention to connect. Because everything that you think, by the very law of creation, must come into being. It's just that you don't realize how many sub-thoughts there are. After you have made that first big positive thought, you don't perhaps know how to monitor the subconscious mind that says, no, you don't, or no, I can't, or maybe later, or well, I can't do that today. Well, all these ways that in fact you are negating that very high, most strong directive that your soul and your spirit brings. Your higher self interprets, your mind then crystallizes. That is also why I ask you to use crystals, because it does help you literally crystallize your highest vibration into thought. Because think of what I say when I say the deep understanding that is beyond the mind. I literally do mean that it's beyond thought. It's coming from the vast at-one-ment. It is coming from beyond the mind. It is coming from the divine. And that is within you. That's not somewhere else. It is an entirely joined up universe. It's not all fragmented and bitty. It is in places when, if you like, there's been a separation, a big trauma, an enactment from separation and trauma. That can be very fragmented, and experiences of fragmentation are some of the most traumatic experiences you can have. But the truth is, even when you are traumatized and experience fragmentation, there's a part of you that stays whole and is watching. And in fact, that is one of the greatest powers within you, that you are able to access that light, that essence, that core essence of your being, even in the most traumatized states. Many of you have heard, or perhaps even experienced yourselves, out-of-body or near-death experiences, which are very, very traumatic. Near-death experiences, we're talking about you nearly died, and yet your spirit takes you to God, to experience divinity, to experience all that is beyond the physical plane. And then you think, I've gone to heaven, that's it, it's done. And then God says, no, you got to go back. And then you experience coming back into what it feels like a straitjacket of your body. This container in which God or Goddess or your higher self says, now do it here. Do it in your body. Do it on earth. Feel that expanse, I just showed you it. Now, bring it into being, into manifestation. That's what your incarnation is all about. You're all manifesting the beauty, the love, the peace, the joy, the harmony, the divinity in physical, emotional, and mental expression. Just think of that for a moment, because it is what we are talking about today. The most vital work that you can do at this time is to maintain your original life purpose, your soul's purpose, to stay at that level that you came in at with your soul's purpose, to keep rebooting it, to keep lifting it up at a time when so much energy is being aimed at bringing you down. Understand it, know it, and just say, well, not me. I'm not going down anywhere. I'm staying up. I am staying available to the energy of my divine team, of my guides and helpers, all my friends and family, and the ascended ancestors who work with me. My purpose is to stay connected to the divine source. Because once you understand that and you commit to it, you make it your daily practice, no one can stop you staying there. It actually doesn't matter what happens if you make that your vow and your practice with yourself. Everything becomes an opportunity for you to practice harder, for you to bring more energy to that practice, for you to study the places where you have leaks, bumps, and wounds, and old energies that interfere with that force, that drive from your soul, from your higher self. So when you made your plan to come to Earth, your higher self is connected 100% to the divine, to the source, and brings this energy and creates the container of your soul, into which then energies are brought from your core essence to power the life that this soul will now come into the lower realms and start to manifest your light body. And manifesting your light body and staying connected to your higher self, your soul downloads so much that you have already, in that sense, decided with ancestors and ascended ancestors, beings of light, guides and helpers, who have demarcated an area that you will work in, that you will evolve and develop within yourself. The possibilities for you that bring you closer to your divine essence, that in this life are presented to you as challenges and initiations, journeys, adventures, explorations. And oftentimes it is extremely hard because you can't see and you can't remember why you're having these difficulties, and you start to form thought forms and opinions about yourself that aren't in fact true. Well, I'm stupid because I can't do this. Well, I'm not beautiful because I don't look the way I know I made myself to look, but I don't seem to look like that, so I must be ugly. And I'm unhappy because I don't have what everybody else seems to have. And so it goes on and on and on. And pretty soon there is an enmeshed reality which keeps you down, keeps you limited, disables you from having that joy, that peace, that harmony, that love of which we speak, that is your true nature. So just breathing again for a moment, taking a little space to think about that. Do you remember? Do you remember being free? moving as you wish through the dimensions. Not all the dimensions, but many. Able to see the angels, able to commune with your guides. Talk to them as we are talking now. Discuss problems perhaps you had in the last life. But especially today, can you remember or just have a sense of planning this life? And that you did know you would be part of one of the biggest transformational events that has happened for a very long time here upon the earth. Can you remember saying, oh yes, I really want to be there for that? And can you remember perhaps feeling the sense of what you would bring, what were your gifts that you wanted to bring, that you brought into your body as you incarnated into that embryo, into the fetus, into the baby? Can you remember? Do you have a sense of it? Just breathe. Don't worry if you don't. I am just opening the mind for you to allow some impressions to come in, to just flow in from your soul, from the source light of your being. Because I assure you, every single one of you did have that process, whether you remember it or not. But there are different degrees to which each one of you would have brought in some of what you needed to heal, recover from, what you needed to reclaim, retrieve. There are different degrees to which each and every one of you are fully present here and now. And that is also relevant to this subject of whether you can open up and feel the energies that are around you. Where we say, well, yes, you are one with them, and yet they are unique. They are your unique guides, helpers, ancestors. Because as you come into the lower dimensions, you individuate. You become particular and special. There's no one blade of grass that is like another. Imagine that. No grain of sand precisely the same as another. How about that? There's no being the same as another, and yet there is oneness in the core of your being. That is how you can understand each other. That is how you can communicate, come together, feel the unity, the oneness that is in the highest dimension, or we can say in the core of your being, the deepest dimension. As you feel into yourself and you feel out into the world of humanity, of brothers and sisters, those who have incarnated fully with their soul aligned to the divine, you actually know them. You can see them. They're everywhere. There are billions of such souls. They are the majority here upon the earth. Then you can also perhaps sense, feel, and also feel overwhelmed and confused by some beings who are not seemingly connected to that mass of humanity. They're somehow apart, disconnected, different, and you don't understand them. But we're just going to notice them for now. We're not going to really go into that. We're going to come back, but it's important to mention that fact because God, Goddess, the powers, the universal creators, are allowing them to bring a very disruptive force into your life. And I don't mean disruptive in a good way. Sometimes it's used in a good way. It's actually a very disabling and damaging force. And those beings are not of your reality, and ultimately they cannot, as they are always trying to declare, take over this reality. This is a creation from the divine source, and as such, it is protected, and you are protected. That's very important for you to understand, and that is the work that we are doing today, to bring that power, that knowledge, that understanding, and that connection to the divine source through you all, energetically, vibrationally, frequentially, because that is literally what it is all about. And you may notice, you see, by different means, more and more people are beginning to understand that there is some damage being perpetrated by a small number of people. That there is an infection that is not a virus. It is the thought forms and the intentions of that unconscious and disconnected small group of beings, and not even saying group of souls. Some have a little remainder of soul presence, but mostly they're empty shells of beings inhabited by other forces. So what matters is that you don't misunderstand and you don't deny that presence, because you need to know it, because it is one of the obstacles that is affecting and infecting all these realities we speak of. There's a lot of pretense, pretending to be powerful, pretending to have anything at all of any significance to you when they have nothing. And so what matters is what we're doing here, which is reconnecting to the source of your being, to the divinity, the very source creator of all, the cosmic central solar being, beyond human, beyond gender, presence divine. And you are a part of that being's manifestation here upon the earth. And if you can feel right now, as I'm speaking, that presence within you, just relax. Allow your body to relax. There's no effort that you need to exert whatsoever. But to breathe is important. To open up. To feel that you are indeed a vessel, a channel. That this is the easiest and most natural state to be in. Like a child, heart open, innocent. Not really involved with thoughts, just open-minded. Seeing light, golden light, all around you. Feeling it perhaps above you, but also below you, and also deep, deep down inside the vastness of your being. Knowing that everything you see and everything you experience is there for your evolution, your soul being connected to the cosmic source divine simply brings you the next experience for your highest good. Every experience, every obstacle, every challenge, every process, even if you absolutely cannot see it in that moment, know that it is always for your highest good. It's always for your evolution. God, Goddess does not switch on and off, but is permanent, eternal, infinite presence. So there can be nothing out of place. Even though we have said, well, there are those that are disconnected, that are creating lies and creating mayhem and making problems and creating wars and negativity. That's all part of it. That's part of your evolution, because without that, you would not realize who you are. You would not have a dark mirror to look into and realize, well, there are some places where I am not. There are places in the universe where the I am is not. What does this mean? You understand it deeply within yourself because you see it. What is that? No. What is it? Yes, it is an initiation to meet it and to understand that the I am contains the I am not. It is the greatest presence, and nothing can oppose the divine presence because it is able to encompass the emptiness, the negative, the pain, the sorrow, the fear, the rage, the grief. The I am not is so small. And inside that I am not, there is still the light of the I am. In the very phrase, it is there. There's always the possibility at even the lowest point of all that a being can call back their soul presence, can return to the central core of their being, to the divine, cosmic love. So feel that vastness of your being as you breathe, relax, and know that you are safe, you are held, you are love and you are loved. You are love in action and you are love in reception. Relax deeply. Feel within yourself where that light resides. Feel within yourself where there are any places where you could say there are patches of pain or darkness or negativity, sorrow, pain, that is, however it is expressed. Don't think, oh, it shouldn't be there. It means I can't receive the light. No, not at all. As we have said, the light of your highest self encompasses everything. He's not afraid of the dark. Your higher self knew that it was creating a soul that was going to enter a dark place comparative to the source of all light. And that even there are places of darkness that are an expression of the light, like, for example, the womb of creation, the dark night of the soul, in which the deepest realizations come through the pain and the sorrow, the loss, the anguish, the longing. It is not black and white. It is all colors, including black and white. So, beloveds, as you relax, know that all around you, the more you relax, the more expanded your light body becomes. Perhaps you can already feel the beings that are able to come in to share your light body, which is available in the fourth dimension. So these spirits, even the very high spirits that are coming from the fifth dimension, they can come into your body of light. When you want them to, when you invite them to, and it is your invitation, say, come. Brothers and sisters of the light, divine beings, guides and helpers, ascended masters and teachers, brilliant beings who have been upon the earth and have brought us your gifts and your creations, wondrous scientists, composers, writers, inventors. I invite you here to be in my body temple of light. I invite you to pour your light into my being that I may represent you here while you are in the spirit world. For I know that your love is as great or even greater than it has ever been, as you also are evolving your brilliance and you are desirous of connection. And I know that you desire to bless this earth with your love. And feel yourself creating your own invitations. Remember, all beings are love. Respond to love. Feel the love for all the beings of light. Perhaps some have just left this earth. Remember, you are part of the world they are in, and they are part of the world you are in. You have not suddenly entered a different world when you go to the spirit, to the light. You are still very much connected to all the souls you have been journeying with here upon the earth. Sometimes that means it's very difficult. You have to resolve unresolved arguments and heal unhealed relationships. And that's right. There are many reasons why the souls that are in the spirit world want to stay connected. They also want to be lifted up. Today we're talking about bringing in the high frequency beings who can help you and all the spirits who want to gather here for healing, for alignment. For here is the most important word of all: alignment. You can think of it in very simple terms. If there is not a clear passage through all your chakras, then you might have a wonderful experience, out-of-body experience, a meditation where you go high into the universe of light. But you will not bring it back to earth with you. You will have a very different earthly life. An earthly life that is not connected to your spirit, to your higher self. Unless your chakras are aligned, unless your being is harmonically aligned through all those bodies. And it starts with the mind, with the receiving of the thought forms at the highest level of your creative projection and expression. So right now, can you feel that purpose? It's very, very simple, of bringing in the greatest light of love, compassion, kindness, healing, harmony, peace, truth. Can you feel it? Simple. Don't worry about all the complications and the various ways that can come in. Just feel the energy of that thought form, that you have come into your incarnation to bring this light, this golden and white light from the source center of your being. because you are that light in the essence of your being. And all your guides and helpers, your whole divine team, that's their contract with you. When you continue to lift yourself up to that positive level of your original purpose, the plan that you made with these beloveds, then they are on board. But that's their vow, that's their contract with you. They're not going to help you if you fall off that. It's not because they're mean. It's not because they're unkind. It's not because they forgot about you. It's just that that contract exists on that frequency of light. And in order to manifest that in your life, you have to be there. You have to bring your consciousness back to that level of pure intention. Just feel that right now. Feel yourself affirming within the purpose, the sole purpose of your life. You might state it differently. It might have all kinds of specifics, but that is the essence of your purpose, your vow. I have come to Earth, to this planet, to Earth, to bring the highest expression of my creation power into manifestation, to bring the love into being, to create forms for love, peace, harmony, beauty, truth, to express, to create forms in the physical world, in the emotional world, in the mental world. So we're starting that way around, and we're going to bring that light into your mind. It's just pure light. It isn't one thought is better than another. It obliterates thought. It's just white light, golden presence. It's pure love. It's just beingness. If your mind starts to create thoughts, just breathe again and feel as though you are literally covering your own brain and your mind with white light, pouring in. And you know, it's filling up the cells of your brain with the power to think the highest good thoughts. God, goddess-like thoughts. Thoughts of beauty. Thoughts of divine peace. The power of unconditional love. The power of embracing all beings. Power of forgiveness. Power of compassion. The thoughts, the thought forms. And as they start to flow down into your heart, they fill your heart with the power to feel love in all those expressions. Breathe that love. Love is the divine. God, goddess, is love. It's where you come from. You can't help being love. You are love. Breathe. Just be. Don't try. Don't worry. Don't feel stressed. It's not a test. It's simply a realization. Just As you could say in this higher center, I am light. Here in your heart, say, I am love. I am love. Love is the power within me. I love. Feel the presence that comes as you say that, as you affirm it, as you relax more and more. That light and that love aligns all your centers from the top right the way through and brings the presence of the love and light into your lower three centers. I am the presence. I am the appearance of light and love. I am the manifestation of divine love. And feel your energy aligning all the way down into your root center, your base chakra, your hara, your sacral chakra. Breathe. I am the divine presence in this body. I sense the presence in my body. I open my lower chakras to receive the love and the light that is the presence divine. Just enjoy and know that once you feel really confident and deeply secure in your alignment, once you feel really safe and in the state of love and presence, so you know no harm can possibly come to you. Feel how, in fact, there are beings very, very close to you, that you are wrapped in their blanket of love. That there is a oneness of presence that expands out and out and out from where you are, flowing out through the many vessels that are one here with you. And that as you are evolving, every being with you is evolving. And what that evolution is an evolution of the power of love. Because when we say send the love out, send it out to all those who need it. Send it out to your beloveds. That's right, it goes through hundreds and hundreds of beings and is augmented all the way because they are aligned. Because what you do, they do. And in a great oneness of ecstasy, of upliftment, your love is magnified and goes out with the love of all those here present and those who will come later. And that is how healing takes place. And even here and now, many of your guides and helpers and ascended ancestors have sent love like that to you. Because it's a joined up, aligned universe. And you're never separate. And you're never alone. And what is happening now is an opportunity for you to strengthen yourselves, each and every one. And suddenly you're going to find yourself out in the Elysian fields of love, creating physically new forms for your lives and having wonderful experiences of ecstatic joy, of love and communion with all those who are aligned with you to the cosmic source of all love and light. And you will be through, fully through, where you have spiritually come through, mentally almost through, and now you're pushing through to the final, full, physical manifestation. And we give great gratitude for all those of you who have taken on this work. Because through you, we are indeed pouring the light. And it is a light that all humanity needs at this time. Blessings and peace.
Blessings and peace. Okay. So we're going to keep the Q&A quite short today. So Sally has an event that she's booked in on, so keep it short and sweet. But right, so lots of lovely comments. Pamela K. I am divine love.
Peace.
Awesome. Okay. There's one question I think here. Sandra Stoddard. I have read that people, family, were not allowed near the crosses on Golgotha. So were Jesus's people there, but only at a distance, when he spoke to John and his mother?
Peace, beloved. That is so. Having said that, I think one or two did get closer. They then were pushed away, but they got there. One or two of the disciples. Peace, beloved.
Peace. Lots of lovely messages from Pamela. It's lovely. Love is the greatest.
Peace, beloved. It is indeed.
Lovely, very nice. Loving seeing all these lovely comments. They actually disappear once the live has been. So yeah, do leave some comments when the video has been uploaded after it's been live. It doesn't seem okay. There is one here. Just come in. Dear Chungfu, can you explain the Elysian realm?
The Elysian fields, you mean?
The Elysian fields. I think that's what the word is.
Well, what it is say that there's many different ways to refer to the upper astral planes. So the Elysian fields are where souls prepare themselves to evolve into the higher dimensions. So when you come into well, we have many languages for this, the bardos, which are the passageways, and a lot of beings just come round the bardos and back into incarnation. But there are some who are not coming straight back in. They're going to spend time in the spirit worlds of light, and they're going to evolve, and that is the Elysian fields. They can also be referred to as paradise, or but they are the higher dimension of the fourth, of the astral plane, of the fourth frequency of light, if you like. And there are so many ways to refer to this, but it's basically a beautiful experience where many angelic beings, you could say, are healing the soul, where there's a lot of teaching, information, high evolutionary beings coming forward, ascended beings, to help those who wish to evolve and come back. Oftentimes it is really about very good people who have had very abused lives, having repose and healing, and repair, if you like, of the soul. Peace, beloved.
Okay. Beautiful. That's it.
Peace. Everyone is enlightened today. Wonderful. Thank you for your presence. Thank you for the beauty of your souls. Understand that we work together here. We lift up the energies together. That is what we are doing here. This is the Temple of Light of Chongfu, and it is indeed a place where many gather. We come together, and this work that we are doing is fundamental for the transformation happening within the whole of humanity. And we join hands, as you might say, spiritually, with many other beings working throughout this earth, and also in the astral planes, in the dream time, as we could say, in other dimensions. So together, beloveds, just imagine yourselves connected through trackways of light, beautiful beaming light of many colors. Imagine the crystalline grid of light that is interdimensional, connects you to all places, all frequencies within the universe. Imagine that you are indeed deciding of your free will to be here upon the earth. But it's not the only place you can be. You just decided to come here and bring all the light that you are to shine here. But also remember, you are free. You're not in prison at all. Whatever anybody tries to say about the reality of earth, you're not imprisoned at all. You cannot be. Your soul is free. Free to fly, free to rise up, free to connect always with the divine source of your being. You are indeed the light. You are indeed the love. You are indeed the vessel through which that light and love creates beauty, peace, harmony, and all the manifestations of compassion, kindness. Remember, beloved ones, we are all here with you. You are indeed our beloveds. One day you will remember by coming back here. And for those of you that had any of doubt, you will think, oh my goodness, how could I ever have doubted it? It's so clear. Some of you remember very well that there is no separation between the plane and the world of the spirits. We give thanks for the lives of each and every one of you, aspiring, evolving, lifting up your energy, becoming completely aligned with the love that you are, embodying it, because you are the creators of the new earth, of the new reality. You are the founding members. You are doing this work. And those who come after you, they will know it, because they will be those who choose your lineage. Even if you don't have children, remember, you have lineage, spiritual lineage. You have those that will come and walk in your footsteps, receive your teachings within or without. So as you feel the love today, as you honor all those who have walked before you, who have been your cosmic teachers, those who have transcended, those who have brought in the Christ light, the Goddess God presence, those who have taught love. They have always taught love. There is no other teaching that comes from the source, only the teachings of love, of the path of the soul that must meet everything that is not love in order to know love. And when you find within you that which is not love, hold it, embrace it, and love it back into alignment. For it is born of separation, of forgetting. And as you remember and come back to the oneness, all those old shards of sharp pain, loss, fear dissolve in the sweetness and the beauty of your essence, which is love. Great love today from Zhangfu and all the beings of light. May your paths be blessed. May your souls be lifted up to remember and to bring into your mind the deep knowledge that is beyond your mind, that I am the living spirit within. I am one with the source of my being, that is love. I am the flowing of the love and the light of my higher self, and the vision of the purpose of my soul's path here into my body that walks upon the earth. I am the presence, divine, unique, special, beloved, with my feet strong and firm upon this beautiful earth. And I give thanks for every opportunity to bring my light and embrace every aspect, dark or light. I bring my joy to dance upon the earth. And so it is. Blessings and peace, humans.
Thank you, Zhangfu. Blessings and peace. We'll see you again. Bye for now.